was it? He's not here.
Rehitra? He took his men to the ship. They're inside now. You had rather a hard landing.
How do you know all this?
Well, I heard him talking to them. To you.
Didn't he notice I wasn't responding?
Yes, he did. He said he'd be back.
If he expected me to wait here, he's sorely mistaken. Wow. It's impressive.
The Condor?
Yes.
It looked majestic in the pictures.
In real life, too. I think I know where Rehitra is.
It's to be expected that we'll lose communications as soon as you enter the cargo bay.
Sure thing. So many tons of steel.
Indeed. You'll have to establish a connection using one of the devices on the ship. I'm sure you'll find one in the command bridge.
Later, Astrogator. I want to get to Rehitra first.
And there's a good chance you'll be there too.
All the more reason for me to find him quickly. So that's their marvel of military technology. Rehitra wastes no time.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released a Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he thinking?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
Ah. What does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance tried to keep its existence a secret.
It's big. Bigger than a transporter. Its launchers are hidden for now. But for some reason, it gives off such an unsettling impression.
Does it make any sounds?
No. It's big and quiet.
Well... If only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes. Another time. I need to focus. One more thing, Yasta. This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates...
What is it, Astrogator?
Headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor. And they have no idea of the danger.
Everything makes sense now. They were coming to rescue their people from the very beginning. Not to gain some imaginary advantage over us. I'm entering the cargo hold. Wish me luck, Astrogator.
Good luck, Yasna.
After all. In vain. The elevator won't start without a card. I can't give you mine, so...
Hey, are you sure you can't help me somehow?
What are you muttering? I can't hear you clearly.
Rahitra, come on, don't be silly.
Over and out.
Rahitra. Ugh. I'm sorry, but you won't need this anymore. Whether you like it or not, I'm coming to you, Rahitra. Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra. Oh, bollocks. What is with all these security measures? Rahitra?
How did you get to the upper deck?
I have a card, but now...
It doesn't work. Not everyone had access to the bridge. Next time, rob someone of higher rank. Over and out.
What an asshole. It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here? Ah, bingo. This one should do the trick. I just hope I can make it before Rahitra attacks with that bloody Cyclops. If he hasn't already.
So, you made it. Quicker than I thought. Let me invite you to the bridge, I suppose.
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... never mind.
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower, anti-proton.
Rahitra!
Here. Now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
But why, Rahitra? What for?
I'm aware that I may lose communications. The Cyclops won't stop fighting, but I'll lose visuals. You understand?
That's not what I asked.
Yasna, make a decision. Here and now. Come on. How's it gonna be?
No. You're on your own. I'm gonna call my commander.
Fine, suit yourself. Just don't disturb me.
Where can I find...
You can handle it.
Condor, over. Astrogator Novik speaking. The IC Dragonfly Unit Commander.
Astrogator, it's me. I made it to the Condor's bridge.
What about Rahitra?
He's here with me.
Has it slowed down at all?
On the contrary, there's gonna be direct conflict. Any moment now.
That's not good. May I suggest you...
Did you hear that?
Yes, yes.
It's hard not to.
Oh, what a fucking mess. I must check on him.
Copy that. Awaiting contact.
Rahitra? What's going on?
I don't understand. It was going so well.
Is it over now?
The field held? It got so many of them. It's gone completely mad. Now it's wandering around aimlessly.
Sounds familiar. They look... enraged.
Yeah, pissed off like hell.
Listen, I connected with my astrogator. We need to talk about what's next.
I won't leave it like this. I guarantee you.
Rahitra, your men are on their way here. On the Invincible.
I've heard that before.
Turns out it was true all along. They're flying here. Do you hear me? We'll sort everything out.
So, Horpak is flying here with company? What an honor. And when will they arrive, if I may ask?
They'll be here soon.
That doesn't help me much.
Look, we'll come back to that later, Rahitra. Just have some patience, okay? For once. I'm going back to the radio. I'll see you in a moment. I'm back. The fight is over.
Well, I think I know the outcome. I'm registering increased activity from the cloud.
Yes. A complete fiasco.
This was to be expected. You didn't expect the attack to succeed, did you?
If you had seen Rahitra, it was like all the energy had drained out of him.
Maybe that's a good thing. Should cool his impulsiveness, right?
I guess so.
Do you think he's finally ready to talk? I'd like to talk to him.
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have
In
thought?
that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially, and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. So far, however, your crew has not been cooperative. Anyway, we stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Ritra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives, cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rahitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. That amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rahitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
Look, I understand how you feel. But you can't approach this problem in terms of revenge. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. Or probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. We won't gain anything from a mindless attack. On the other hand, knowledge about these creations may turn out to be crucial in helping their victims. In helping you, Rahitra.
My memory, you could...
It's possible.
Well, thank you.
What for? I haven't done anything.
For reminding me of my mom. But as long as the Cloud is a threat to others, my condition comes second.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Rahitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yasna, what do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react. To radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Oh, they certainly competed with the local fauna. We've seen fish that evolved to sense electromagnetic fields. And underground, I found fossils of lizard-like reptiles. Some of them must have been predatory.
Well, I find it hard to believe that any prehistoric reptiles would possess our level of technology, not to mention an arsenal.
What they wouldn't have. But there were other machines here as well.
Other machines? I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. You've gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Probably some alien race. Highly evolved. It all adds up if we assume they crashed on Regis 3. But not even a single living organism survived the accident. Only machines were left.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What is a guiding principle of a homeostat? To survive. Apparently the machines pose a threat to one another. They use the same source of energy to function. A common, finite resource.
Okay, but why did some flies survive this? Not something bigger and better.
The way I see it, they were better. The best. In necroevolution, the bots that used up the fewest resources won. So they miniaturized, or became sedentary. The former process gave rise to the cloud. The latter started this bizarre genre of metal structures, resembling vegetation, which formed the city.
And they're still growing?
No. They lost the fight for survival, and now they're just rusting remnants. Only one form survived. The flying microbots that conquered all land areas on Regis 3.
So these flies were just the best adapted?
To the conditions of this planet? Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply.
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir, do you agree?
Well,
Yeah, I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
what if we destroy their nests?
No, Ritra. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, only solar energy.
But what else could we do, if not attack?
We can leave this place and never come back. We have a lander.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. You, on the other hand? I'm surprised you didn't evacuate already.
Well, I had to make sure you won't do something you'll deeply regret.
Huh. I'm done. Warheads are armed. One more press of a button, and there'll be no turning back. I can't.
That was close.
I'm suspending all actions leading to conflict. But What should I do now?
Well, we have a lander. So you can get to the Dragonfly.
All of us?
I'm going back. And you, Rahitra? Are you flying with us?
You actually mean it? Damn. Thank you. But I can't leave just before my people arrive. I have to tell them about the cloud, necroevolution, this whole mess.
But you...
I can handle it, Yasna. I'll take the stimulants and hold out until they arrive. Whatever it takes to stay awake. Maybe I can write it all down.
Wouldn't it be better if you took my diary? It contains everything I've learned.
Huh. As long as your commander doesn't mind.
Please take it, Comrade Rahitra. There are no more factions on this forsaken planet. We're all just people here.
Thank you for this and for everything else.
I've prepared Hopper for departure, but there's still a matter of access to the landing pad on the bow.
Navik, how do you know about our landing pad?
Well, you know what they say? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Astrogator likes big ships.
Right. Anyway, someone has to break the force field and open the dome.
The field automatically deactivates when the dome is opened. It's the same switch on the control station.
All right. Sounds simple enough.
Look for the control station. There will be a lever that opens
got
the
it.
bow.
Everything's ready, Astrogator.
Copy that. Hopper is on its way.
Good luck, Rahitra.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it. Have a safe flight, Yasna. You Commonwealth ain't all that bad.
you hear me?
Yes, we've reconnected.
Great. Hopper is just landing.
Hey, I can see Hopper. I can't believe I'm finally coming back to you.
I'm very happy to hear it, Yasna.
Me too, it's just... It was such a long and difficult mission.
Are you ready?
I'll just close the hatch and...
And what?
It's nothing. I'm gonna buckle up now. Ready.
Copy that. Hopper is taking off in 3,